Before we start, we have to disclaim something.
We are not doctors.
Not at all.
We don't know everything about this.
No.
At all. We just know what we're feeling and what we're experiencing and what we know other people are experiencing. So we can only talk out from that. Like, we don't know anything about anything. But we can talk about how it is for us.
Of course, there is some facts, but
but
we
maybe
just
make
we
you
can't.
comfortable with
Yeah, we're not able to cover everything, and we also really wanted to make sure that this video was about our experience rather than facts, because we noticed there is a lot of facts out there about it. Like, doctors have been making videos where they explain the smallest details.
So if there's some things you're like, I didn't get information about this.
Yeah,
or something, you can Google it. It's
there's
everywhere.
a lot of facts. But they won't come from us. Hi everyone! Today's video is going to be pretty different from what I normally do. I didn't really think I was going to make an informative video, but I also believe this topic is very important to cover. We're gonna try and share some information on the syndrome PCOS, because I don't think a lot of people know what it is exactly. I didn't know what it was until I was diagnosed. I have asked my friend Emilia to join me for this video because I think it's really important to show people that even though you might have the same, in our case, syndrome, it can be so different. Like, she's experiencing different cases than I am, and in some cases even more extremely than I am. Yeah, should we just jump into it?
I think so.
Alright. Okay, so first of all, we just want to talk about what PCOS is in general, like just general facts about the syndrome. PCOS stands for Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. I think that's how you pronounce it. We're having some difficulties with the word. And we have researched on what that actually means. So poly means many or multiple. Cis mean cysts. And then TYC stands for, or basically means pertaining to. So basically what that just means is that you have multiple cysts on your ovary. PCOS is the most common hormonal disorder among women worldwide. And to explain it further, it's basically just a hormonal imbalance within the female body that can and most likely will lead to both internal and external symptoms. Something that's also really important is that you can actually have some of these symptoms, but if you don't have 2 out of the 3 following, you most likely, well, you won't get diagnosed with PCOS. So you can have some of these symptoms without actually having the syndrome. And some of the following is, you have to have either a cyst on your ovary or a period cycle. When we read this, we were a little conflicted because I have regular periods.
And I absolutely don't.
What did you say to me? Sometimes
Mine is like, sometimes it takes about 3 months before I get my period, and I never know when I get mine.
Yeah. So what we kind of took from that is you won't get diagnosed until you actually have your period. And the third symptom is you have to have signs of increased testosterone. Some of those signs could be having increased acne or more oily skin or dark patches. You told me you had that in your armpits.
Yeah, I have the dark patches and I deal with a lot of acne.
Yeah.
I actually had a treatment for it because it was that bad.
Yeah, you saw a lot of dermatologists.
Yes.
Yeah. And also more hair in abnormal places for a female. So for example, for the two of us, we have a lot of hair on our arms. I have more than normal female will on their stomachs. I think you have that as well.
Yeah, and I have
Yeah.
I have more on my back as well.
Oh, okay.
Lower back.
Yeah, okay. I have a lot. Sounds so extreme, but I have more than normal women would on my face as well.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Okay, I have to shave my chin, otherwise I would look like a man. Other symptoms could also be obesity. 65% of the women who are diagnosed with PCOS actually are obese, or just overweight, not obese, sorry. And 35% are normal weight. Their fertility is most likely lowered, meaning getting pregnant will be harder for a woman who is diagnosed with PCOS, which makes a lot of sense when you have cysts on your ovary. Okay, so the next topic we're going to cover is how we found out that we might have it or that we actually had it, because you haven't been diagnosed actually.
No, so here's the thing. So almost every woman in my family has it, and I always grew up with the knowledge about it because I had a lot of symptoms, and I've never been to the doctor and been diagnosed. But we always just kind of knew that I had it because I had so severe symptoms.
Yeah.
Like I almost have everything that you can.
I think you have everything.
Yeah, exactly. I just always kind of knew that I had it, so I never really I didn't think that it would be necessary to go to the doctor because I already knew it.
Yeah.
So I've just been living with it. My mom has it, my two aunts has it, and my little sister has it. So when I think it was the start of college, I got a call from my sister because she was bleeding a lot when she was having her menstruation, and she was taking these pills for it.
Birth control.
So she was on birth control, and my family can't handle birth controls.
You see, that's the thing I don't understand, because the doctor told me birth control will control it for you.
Yeah, I got the exact opposite. I've always been told I should not take birth control because that would mess up my system even more because of the PCOS, and it would decrease my possibility to get children because it ruined a lot of things for my mom, and it ruined a lot of things for one of my aunts.
Did it mess up their fertility more than
Yes.
the syndrome already had?
Yeah, it did.
Interesting.
So they both had a lot of help getting children.
Yeah.
And my sister, so she found out that she had it, and then my mom just called me and she was like, "You 100% have it too."
Your mom diagnosed you.
My mom diagnosed me, and she was like, "Well, you have even more symptoms than your sister has. You 100% have it too." And I was like, "Yeah, I kind of knew that because my menstruation is so irregular. It's crazy. So sometimes it's even every month, or sometimes it's every second month, or sometimes it skips 3 months, and it's really scary because I never know when I get it. So I have this app, Clue, to see
track your cycle.
Yeah, and see how much I bleed every time because I want to see how long it takes.
Yeah.
Because that is kind of the same, 5 to 6 days. And even that app said that I had PCOS.
Everyone diagnosed you.
Everyone diagnosed me except the doctor. So what it also means for me that it's really hard for me to lose weight because I will just gain it back again because of this syndrome.
That's something I can relate to as well.
Yeah.
For example, I was really good at going back to the gym, and that would keep the weight off. But now, because I haven't really been active the last 5 days, the last 7, 10 days maybe, I haven't been that active, I gained 4 kilograms. things. And not because it worries me that much, it's just, it makes you think. Like, and maybe I'm the only one, but it's actually kind of comforting for me that there's a reason instead of just why are these things happening to me.
Exactly, because that's like something my whole family dealt with that overweight.
Yeah.
Because we were like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
We are eating healthy, we are drinking a lot of water, we are exercising, but like
it was the smallest things.
Exactly, but we were like doing it like kind of normal, not like extreme.
Yeah.
So we were like, why are we more heavy than others that like eating or drinking more fattening things than we are?
Yeah.
And then like we really dived into that, and then we were like, oh wait, we have this. So like I always just knew that that was a possibility, that I had that, and I checked every box.
I would have never discovered the way you do because nobody has it in my family. I'm the only one. The way I sort of found out that I have it was actually because I was really conflicted why I had so much hair growth more than others at my school, other girls. And we've grown up together. We've gotten some comments, and it just really bothered me to the point where I would shave everything. And we talked about this when we were going through what we wanted to say in the video. And I asked you if you ever shaved everything, and you didn't. But I've shaved everything. I've shaved my shoulders, I've shaved my arms, I've shaved my stomach. What else can you shave? Your chin. I still shave my chin because it bothers me so much. So that was why I went to the doctor, and we tested we tapped some blood. We ran some DNA tests, and she's like, your DNA is fine. You don't have too much testosterone. So I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? Therefore, she sent me to a gynecologist. And if you don't know what they do, they specialize in the lower parts of the female. And they actually called in another doctor, so they were like 3 in the room to spot the cysts. So I think mine is very mild compared to yours. I have regular periods. My periods are pretty small actually. I think they go from like 3 to 4 days. And also I think it's just interesting that the gynecologist recommended to me that birth control would maybe help with my hair growth, with my PCOS. And I just think it's so interesting that I rarely notice it. Like, I notice it because of my appearance, not because I wasn't getting my period, etc, etc, etc. Like you also told me you are in a lot of pain when you have your period.
It is terrible.
I don't have that.
Like, sometimes I can't walk, and my mom had the same thing.
Really?
Like, she couldn't get out of bed because it hurt that much, and you can't focus on anything else.
Yeah, like I get pain, but I don't think it's nearly as close to you. Like, my back hurts as if my muscles won't relax, but I think that's just, I just think that's what most people experience when they have the period. Should we maybe jump to the third topic? So we've called this topic, what can you do? It's important to add that there isn't a cure to PCOS. It's just something you will have to learn to live with. And when we talked about how we wanted to make this video, it was really important for us to address that it's not the end of the world to have PCOS. Yes, you can have it in a worse form than me, or a less worse form than you. Like, it varies, but it doesn't mean Emilia's life is over. Like, I just think it's so important to add that it's something you can live with. Like, it's not cancer, it's not gonna end your life at some point.
But I also want to add to that, like, I know that for some, it could really mean that it's gonna be a hard and long pregnancy.
Sure, 100%.
When you get pregnant, like, that is gonna be a problem for some people, and you really need to, you have to be in a mindset for that, because I think it's gonna be really hard, and go to the doctor and say all these things, and then maybe having some problems with it, and then maybe not working at all. But I know it's easy for me to say, but
no, I get it, because this syndrome, it basically attacked your fertility, so I get it. I just think, however, who am I to talk? I don't have it that bad with it. I just think what I'm trying to say is there is so much research and there is a lot of help to find. I know you can go to like a fertility doctor or something, like, that will help you get pregnant.
My mom and her sisters did it, and like, it's not impossible to get pregnant,
exactly.
but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be more difficult than if you didn't have it. When I was first diagnosed and when I got back from the gynecologist, when I got back from the gynecologist, I googled how to minimize it and how to optimize your entire body with this syndrome. And what I found was eating clean, having a good diet, getting your fibers, your proteins, your healthy fats, and working out. These two things are so crucial. And for me, it puts living a healthy life in a different perspective, because I do it so my body is more optimized rather than I want to look good. Does that make sense?
I 100% agree, because like, I know my body is healthy. I eat a lot of healthy food, and I drink a lot of water, and I exercise, and like, I may not look really healthy or skinny or like really buff or anything, but I know that I'm healthy and I can, like, I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah, and skinny doesn't equal being healthy either. I think that's, speaking of, this is a whole other topic, but just being skinny doesn't equal being healthy. I think a lot of people misunderstand that.
That actually been really hard for me to understand.
Yeah,
because I was bullied when I was younger by being fat, but that also had something to do with, like, every girl in our school were really skinny.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't necessarily mean that I was really fat. I was just
not
the same weight as the other girls, and like, I was still healthy.
Yeah.
But I wasn't skinny.
I gained a lot of weight when I was working in a bakery.
We both worked in that bakery, actually.
But for me, when I met my boyfriend, I wanted to lose weight in order to make sure that he was attractive to me. And to me today is so silly, because if he wasn't attractive to me, he wouldn't have invited me out in the first place. And I'm not saying you wanting to step your appearance up from your external rather than your internal is a wrong motivation for you to get in shape. But I just realize now that I could have had a better motivation, and I just want to be healthy as fuck. Like, I want to treat my inner self so good. And when I was eating healthy, like when I was really on the top of my game, I could feel it. When I was eating something unhealthy, I felt like, I don't know how to explain it, but my body just felt wrong.
My body, when I eat a lot of like fattening food, my whole body just gets like tired, and it's more heavy, so you can really feel it different.
We also talked about, speaking of having a cleaner diet will help your body optimize if you have PCOS, and just in general, that when we have dairy products.
Yeah.
I talked about this with some of my other friends, and they were like, we don't feel a thing. But if I have just had a lot of dairy products, you don't want to be near me. I stink. Like, if you're next to me, you will generally think, is she running inside? like generally, it's so disgusting, and I can't help it. I just go, it's really bad.
But the worst part is, so my stomach hurts.
Yeah, again, yours is more extreme than mine.
I don't stink or anything, but my body hurts so
Yeah.
bad. Also when I eat gluten. But the dumb thing is here, like I knew that. My mom always been telling me, don't eat gluten, don't drink dairy.
But no bitch.
But I am a bitch because I'm eating it all the time and I'm drinking it all the time. I'm like, I keep forgetting, but then I eat a lot and I'm like, oh wait, like this really hurts.
Yeah, you get an actual pain.
My stomach hurts so bad and it gets so big. And I'm like, I need to lie down for a second because it really hurts.
Again,
why not just stop instead? But
I just think it's so interesting how much it affects.
Yeah.
That you have a cyst on your ovary. Let's f up your body! That's basically it. We have so many complications, but
I think it's nice to know, like, there's a reason for some things with my body. Like, I'm not just crazy.
Yeah, they have.
I have some problems with my body.
Yeah,
and it's totally normal.
I think we covered a lot of things, and we want to thank you guys a lot for watching. And I really want to say thank you to the girl who recommended for me to do this video. Because I didn't know what PCOS was before I was diagnosed.
And I actually didn't know that she had it.
Yeah, and she texted me, I was like, you have PCOS?
Yeah, because she posted it and I was like, wait, we grew up together.
Yeah.
Like, I did not know that you had that.
But the funniest thing is I always kind of like related to you because of our hair growth.
Yeah.
I was always like, we have something in common. And then we just have the same syndrome.
That's so fun.
I really thank you for recommending this video, because more people need to be understanding and know it, because both of us were bullied, I would say, and I think that if they knew what it actually was, they probably wouldn't have added these comments. I don't know, but yeah, I would really appreciate if you would leave a comment. If you feel like you want to add something to this video, or even if you want to share your experience. This is a PCOS chat now. And I would really appreciate a like as well. Okay. We're gathered here today. Do you want to introduce yourself, or do I introduce you?
I would like for you to introduce me.
Okay. What do you want me to introduce you as?
That was the whole point.
Very as Asian. Basically.
Variation.
Yeah, basically.
Nu siger jeg ikke noget.
Hers is traumatic. So she sent me to a guy.
She sent you to a what?
Gynecologist.
So she sent me. So she sent me to a. Gynecologist. Gynecologist. So she sent me to a giant. They're almost como see the things. So she sent me to a gynecologist.
I will.
Og det er bare ikke sjovere. She proposed to me that.
I don't like that.
No. Then she went on her knees.
And she was like, do you want to marry your ovary? So, one of my family, she really...
fucking hate that word. I was drinking so much lemon water. Lemon water, yeah. That when I was starting to drink regular water, like water with nothing but water, I was like, this tastes disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, I got so used to it.
I really